Hey guys, how's it going? We decided to put together a video for our 2017 20-foot long tiny house that's for sale. Like I mentioned, it was built in 2017, actually by a professional tiny house manufacturer down in Idaho. 20 feet long, 8.5 feet wide, and it is RVI certified, meaning it follows all the guidelines of an RV, and we'll dive into a little bit of that as well. But it weighs in at just about 7,500 pounds. So we're going to go over things that this tiny house has. It's pretty unique, and things that it includes. You can see just here on the outside, of course, we built these little steps that come with it, but you do have an exterior outlet here in the front of the tiny house. There is custom built skirting that we did. You can see that's the black that goes over the wheel wells. And you can actually see that we covered the tires. If you're living in a tiny house, you definitely want to protect the tires on these just like an RV so they don't get sun or water damage. And we do have the tiny house lifted up off of the tires and wheels anyway, but super important. It's all enclosed here. We live up here in the Pacific Northwest, so you want to make sure that it doesn't get too cold in the winter, but we'll dive into a little bit more of that. If I walk around here on the front up by the hitch, this box right here is actually for the gas. The things in this tiny house that are run by propane are going to be the oven, the stovetop, as well as a hot water heater. So this little box right here that actually just lifts up, you could actually stick inside of here just a barbecue propane tank, which we did for a long time. And it got us about 30 days worth of propane. But when we walk around the side of the house, you'll see we have a much larger unit now. Other stuff up here to take note on is you do have this Pioneer mini split. So it is an AC and heater. It runs from here underneath the house and up the back wall. Does a great job keeping it cold in the summer, and then did more than enough to keep it warm in the winter months that we just got through up here in Spokane. Another thing up here that we did is, it's like an RV, it's a trailer. Security was a big deal to us. So we bought one of these proven industry tongue locks. You can buy a lot of tongue locks at Walmart or an RV store that are a lot cheaper. This was not cheap. It is made out of full steel, and you're not getting one of those guys off. So we put that on there. When we talk about the RVIA certification, you'll see up on the top those yellow lights up there. Those do light up when this guy's plugged in and trailered. So that's part of the RVIA certification. Things that are available for sale. We have these little storage boxes. You don't have a whole lot of room, of course, in the tiny house, but we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these little storage boxes that have winter clothes, summer clothes. Those could be negotiated and included in the price of the tiny house. If I go around the back of here, we've got this big feral gas propane tank. If you're gonna keep it here, which I guess I'll show you real quick the neighborhood. We're in a tiny house community here in Spokane. It's a 1-lane street. It's got a couple other tiny homes, Class A's, and nice fifth wheels. And we do back up to the Latah Creek. So this is what's behind us here. But we do pay a monthly lot rent here. You could take this, put it wherever you want. But if you do want to keep it here, they charge $600 a month, which does include water, sewer, garbage, as well as maintaining. We have a backyard and a front yard that's fully landscaped. They water it, mow it during the summer. They did a really nice job with snow removal during the winter. But if you were going to keep the tiny house where it's at, this feral gas guy is going to get you propane for about a year and a lot cheaper than swapping out the barbecue tanks at the store. So that would be an option. One thing we love about this tiny house is they've got this on the back and the front. They did this really cool rustic kind of metal. It's really a piece of art, especially the one on the front, and gives the tiny house a lot of character. Back here is actually where your sewer connection is going to be. It's a typical RV sewer connection that we have boxed up in this fully insulated box underground. And then you're also going to have your fresh water as well as your 30 amp power back here. So we're on 30 amp power. That is a heated water hose And then we also insulated the spigot here where the water's coming out of, and then you can see the meter for the electrical. If I go around to the back, another storage piece that we did is we added this shed in the back that gives us a little bit more storage. Again, that could be included in. And then if you look back here, you can really see that barrel roof design, which when we go inside, we've been in many tiny homes. These barrel roofs that aren't very common, it really opens it up, gives it a lot more space than a normal tiny home. And here's your propane heater. So it's a 6-gallon propane hot water heater. Works really well. You'll find it in most RVs or campers. And then that box that's running back up, that's for the split AC heat unit. That's what that's for. Going back to the skirting that we put in, so it is fully removable. If you're going to take this and put it in your own spot, it is fully removable and transportable. Really important that you manage a few things in these tiny homes, and that's heat underneath as well as humidity. So a couple things that were added custom to this unit by us was we did add a sensor indoors and outdoors that's going to monitor the temperature as well as the humidity, and we did install actually a dehumidifier underneath the house. So on a day like today where it's a little gloomy, it rained yesterday, if the humidity gets up over say 70-75% and you don't monitor that, that's where you're going to have mold or maybe black mold develop, which we didn't want. So we install the dehumidifier and we get notified when the humidity gets too high. You set that guy up, we just plug it in and it takes it down typically in about an hour back to where it should be. Works really well. Here's our other storage bins here, and if we go back over to this side, that's going to be your outtake for the washer dryer unit, which we'll show you inside, and for the range top. And I'll back up here a little bit so you can see this stained metal piece that they did that is just really cool. This tiny house sure does have a lot of character inside. Last thing I'll mention kind of about the underneath is we mentioned security was a big deal to us, and you probably noticed we've got a few different security cameras and whatnot. But we did actually put underneath this unit is a DeWalt GPS system. It's what you'll find in a lot of tractors or construction equipment. And so if somebody tried to tamper with this or, God forbid, find a way to get the steel tongue security system off and take this, it actually has a GPS sensor built in. Those are not cheap, but you could actually track this and notify the authorities of where it went just in case. So we'll walk inside, show you the inside, which is the fun part. So right when you walk in, you have this nice little entry area in your living space. Now it is a tiny home, and so finding a couch that fits between the wheel wells wasn't the easiest thing, but we did find a custom built one. We'll come in here and close the door behind us, let you kind of take a look around here. But had this couch custom fit to the area, and we do have a little bit of storage underneath there. And then when I turn and look here to the left, you're going to have your kitchen area, TV, which is mounted, which can be included in the price of the home. But let's go over here to the kitchen. These little storage bins, they work really, really well. We've got 2 down here and 1 upstairs that we'll show you. But these storage bins act as footrests, extra seating, as well as a good place to put extra clothes. This is our little table setup. Dinner for 2, or a little office workstation. We love it. And we have this really nice walnut full counter surface top that's in the kitchen as well. Full butcher block. And 2 things that we had, well, I should say 3 things we had to have added to this unit because they were must-haves for us is we didn't want to go to a laundromat. We wanted to have a nice washer dryer. So this is a combo washer dryer unit. It does everything. You start it, it washes the clothes, it dries it, you don't have to transfer it. You know, we had heard mixed reviews on these units, and we've been super pleased. You know, it takes a few hours to run its full cycle, but we just run it each night before we go to bed and have had no complaints with it. So, a lot of cabinet space. inside of the unit as well. This is going to be the range hood up here, full gas oven and stovetop. Go over here and you do have a full depth sink. So a huge sink. This little guy here, which is great for washing dishes. Back to the mini split. You can see you can actually program it to a specific temperature. You can see that awesome barrel roof line up here. And a couple other just smart little things that we figured out to add. If you go into the under sink area, we've got this cool shelving, but they make a lot of cool storage saving ideas, like this trash can thing that pulls out. That works really well. Another item that we added to this unit was a full dishwasher. We didn't really want to hand wash dishes, so we added this dishwasher underneath the apartment fridge. You'll see this is a full size apartment fridge. So it keeps more than enough food and freezer there on top. You do have behind that mirror there is your utility box. And then windows outside. Let's show you guys the bathroom. So if I go to the bathroom area here, it is a full shower. It is a big shower, so a full-size apartment shower. And I'm about 6'1", and I can actually stand inside of this shower very easily. More than enough room to turn around, take a nice shower. No complaints with that. Got a sink in the bathroom for getting ready. Bunch of storage underneath. We added this custom shelving in here for different things in this medicine cabinet. And then we did not want to have an RV style toilet or a bucket or something like that. So we have it's a porcelain house standard flush toilet inside of here. And you've probably noticed everything, it's all LED lights. So this does not take a whole lot of electricity. Little coat hanger over here. That's going to be where the mini split remote is. That's how you set that. And you've probably asked, okay, you showed me where the storage is for some clothes. Where else? Well, you have a full closet underneath the stairs. So that door behind there, the whole entire wooden stairs, that's all hollow. And we've got hanging clothes inside of there. We've got brooms, a vacuum. That's all inside of there. We'll take you up to the loft. So we did build this kind of this wall up here that's got the chicken wiring. It did not come with that. We've got a little Jack Russell that we didn't want falling off of it in the middle of the night. So that's something we had to add after we purchased it. But it fit really well with the whole design. If we go up to the loft area here, here's the bedroom, which fits a full queen. So it's a queen size bed up here. You can see that beautiful wooden barrel roof design in here. And then another one of those little storage cubbies that we use. Windows on each side. Those ones don't open, but the one in the back does. And then the LED scone lights there. And I will turn this around and kind of show you guys from up top here so you can see a little bit more of that barrel roof design. Bunch of storage on top of these cabinets as well. So we've got different spices and tea stuff up here. And that's it. If you guys have any questions, feel free to message us wherever you're seeing this video. We've got it on Facebook. You can message us on Tiny House Listings. But feel free to reach out to us with any questions. It is a beautiful little unit. A lot of different things that can be included with the price. We do have a full generator, which is not a bad idea to have in case you lose power. But a lot of different things, the couch, the mattress, the generator, the different chairs and the couch, TV, those sort of things that can be included. Hope you guys enjoyed, and thank you for watching.